Okay, if you hear smacking, that would be my dog over there. Rufus. You look like that big baby. God, you stink. What's up, everybody? I'm Logan, and this is Worley Reviews, the YouTube channel where I geek out and talk shit. Today I'm doing part 2 of my top 10 favorite albums of 2020. As I go album by album, I'm going to pick my top 3 favorite songs from each album to talk about. And of course, after I upload this video, I'm going to be adding a playlist to the channel that'll have the music videos or lyric videos for all these songs that I talk about from each album. Let's kick things off with number 5 with Bring Me the Horizon, Posthuman Survival Horror. I didn't even know this album was going to drop until it dropped. I had loved the Bring Me the Horizon songs they had released before this album came out, like Ludens, Parasite Eve, and goddamn Obey. I knew it was going to be about what was going on in the world throughout 2020. These guys come out swinging, like they show they could still do the heavy stuff that they used to do back in the day. They definitely prove it with that opening track, Dear Diary. But of course, the standout songs for me, first one would definitely have to be Kingslayer featuring Baby Metal. This song sounds like Bring Me the Horizon and Baby Metal were in the same room writing and recording this song. Yeah, it sounds like a Bring Me the Horizon song, but then also it sounds like a Baby Metal song. Another standout, of course, is Parasite Eve. Holy shit. Right after that first chorus, that little breakdown before the second verse, so energetic. And then, of course, Bring Me the Horizon has epic breakdowns, and Parasite Eve has one of the best ones I've heard them do. But my favorite song by far is Obey featuring Yungblud. This is how I got into Yungblud. I had heard the name before, but then seeing this video, I immediately went to look up who Yungblud is. I started looking up his music and got really into him. Also, the music video for Obey is so badass. If you grew up watching Power Rangers or the old Godzilla movies, you'll like this video. And at number 4 is Corey Taylor's debut solo album, CMFT. There's a few people that are unfamiliar with Corey Taylor, like, wait, what does CMFT stand for? Corey motherfucking Taylor, that's what. I was really happy that Corey was able to do his solo album while he was stuck at home like the rest of us during COVID. But Corey Taylor really does tackle almost like a different genre and subgenre on each track as the album goes on. Yeah, he's got some kind of heavier stuff, but not too heavy, not like Slipknot heavy. And he's also got these great ballads, like he does this song called Home that he wrote for his wife. There's even like a jazz feeling song. I mean, he does all sorts of different genres. The opening song sounds like a country rock song. Corey Taylor definitely shows his vocal range can go to other places that he hasn't had the chance to really show in like Stone Sour and Slipknot before. Standout songs for me, first one is definitely Samantha's Gone. It does have a very like rock and roll Eagles feel to it. Another one is Black Eyes Blue. That was the second song he released from this album. It's something I would expect from Corey Taylor, but at the same time I was kind of taken back. I was like, wow, this is impressive. That song sounds like a song my mom would like. But my favorite song on the album by far is CMFT Can't Be Stopped. I watched the music video on YouTube on my TV and holy shit, I fucking loved it. The cameos alone is awesome. A lot of people were taken back with Corey Taylor kind of rapping on the first verse. And I'm like, did you not hear the first Slipknot album back in '99? And then having Kid Bookie and Tech Nine come in and do some verses as well was awesome. Corey Taylor's done work with them in the past on some of their songs, so it was nice seeing them come in and collab once again on his solo album, his debut solo album. And at number 3 is an actual physical CD I have that hardly ever leaves the CD player in the truck. Ice Nine Kills live album, I Heard They Kill Live. When they announced that they were doing a live album, I got super excited. I love this band. If you love heavy music and you love horror movies and you haven't heard this band, you need to go check them out. And what made me love this album even more is that when it was released, they also did a live stream called The Silver Stream, because their last album was called The Silver Scream because it was about horror movies. Silver Scream, Scream, horror, Scream Queens. You get it. and I made sure I had bought a digital ticket, if you will, to watch this. And I made sure I was home alone, lights off, doors locked, dog put up, all animals fed. Do not bother me for the next few hours. And it was just so fucking good. What you hear on the live album is what you see on the Silver Stream, but also in between songs, they edited in like a Zoom meeting with the band members, with Bill Moseley from fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, the Rob Zombie Firefly trilogy. The only thing I wish they would have also did it where you could buy it on Blu-ray or DVD. I would love to have a physical copy of that. But standout tracks for me is Rockin' the Boat. Like, Rockin' the Boat is one of those songs that you really hear these guys trade vocals on. Their voices going back and forth sound awesome. And then, of course, the opening track for Thank God It's Friday. But my favorite one on the album is definitely Stabbing in the Dark. Before the live album came out, and even before they announced the Silver Stream, they put out this video that was recorded at their Thanksgiving show back in 2019. And at number 2 is the surprise of the year for me. But taking the number 2 spot is definitely Youngblood Weird. Like I said, I was surprised. I knew I was going to like this album. I didn't know I was going to like this album. Scratch that. I love this album. Like I said earlier, I recently got into Youngblood, and when this album came out, yeah, I'm going to check it out. Ridiculously good. It almost has like a pop rock feel from the 90s into early 2000s. Really catchy songs, some chaotic songs, great fucking ballads. Oh my god. And then you have songs where their lyric content is very inspirational for what's going on in the world and what people are going through. And I love hearing that. But then you also got your fun, energetic songs that make you want to bounce around and dance. But standout tracks, the first one is definitely Mars. It's a ballad. It's one of the more recent music videos he's done. This song brings me back to the year 2000 for some reason. Let me know in the comment section if you get that kind of vibe as well. Next one is the opening track, Teresa. Like, oh my god. It's what I call a rock ballad. It is a ballad up until that second chorus. And when that second chorus hits, it hits and it's so... it just makes you want to rock out to it. But definitely my favorite track is Strawberry Lipstick. It's a fun pop rock song about sex. And it's so fucking catchy too. And now for my number 1 pick for my favorite album of 2020. And this is a landslide victory. Talla, Metriphagy. I've literally listened to this album probably over 100 times. And it came out, I want to say, in October. I bought a physical copy and I think it's left my CD player in my truck 4 times. I'll give it 4 just in case, and that was for the Ice Nine Kills CD. I love this album. I really don't even know where to begin on how much I love this band, how good they are. It's fair to say I'm obsessed with this album. The album is actually a concept album, so it tells a story. And if you know what Metriphagy means, it gives you an idea of what the story's about. So this album is telling a story about this guy who's been in this house his whole life, windows boarded up, he's never left. He's only been here with his mother for 20 years or so. And finally he snaps and he kills her and he eats her. There is a lot more details, but that's the main idea of the story. I highly suggest going to Talla's YouTube page. Look for the Metriphagy concept videos. And the fucking music is so good. They call themselves nu core. It's like nu metal meets deathcore. But nu metal is what I grew up with. It's like they take the rules of the genre, slit the rules' throat, chop them into pieces, and hide them under the bed. As far as standout songs go, this was so hard to pick just 3. Honestly, I love putting this album on from track 1, which is technically like a little intro. I listen from the intro to the last track, and then I let it start over. But that's it. That completes my top 10 favorite albums of 2020. If you haven't heard all these songs, I'm going to leave a link in the description to go check out the playlist for the music videos, lyric videos, and all that. And of course, if you could, hit that like button, drop a comment down in the comment section, share on social media, subscribe to the page to keep up to date with all the videos I got coming. Thank you all, and I'll see you all next time.